Yes, boys, start with a prayer.
Okay, ma'am. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
So let's start with the note, the thought, and the prayer. Thank you for the prayer, Vita. Education is the key to success. What's written over here?
Education.
Yes. Which step have you reached today? I won't do it. I can't do it. I want to do it. How do I do it? I will try to do it. I can do it. I will do it. Yes, I did it. This is how you go up the steps. Is clear? So that is what has been asked from you people, that which step have you reached today. So this is how you have to progress. Okay, beta? You cannot just jump and take a leap and reach the success. No, it's not possible. So it has to be done steadily, but on the daily basis. It's not like, okay, I do it, I work hard today and I laze tomorrow. No, it should be progressive. It should be in your schedule. Okay, beta?
Okay.
Okay? So make it a habit. And hard work will only work. Remember that. Hard work, perseverance, that leads you to success. You may be highly intelligent, but if you're not working hard, it will not take you to success. Is it understandable?
Yes.
So it should be on the daily basis, better. And while doing so, we are learning so many things, isn't it better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? So you have to ask yourself, I cannot ask you which step have you reached today. So every day you have to analyze yourself, every day you have to ask yourself, what have you done today? First of all, you have to make your goal. What do you want to? Maybe it is today's goal. I'm not talking about the life goal. Let's talk about today's goal. Let's start with that. If we get up early in the morning, what do we wish? How do we pass our time today? What do we wish to do? Do you understand, Vita?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So we have started with molecules of compound, a new topic. Yes, Vita. What is compound? You know that, right? What is compound? Like CO2 is a compound. Isn't it, Vita? It is
Yes.
made up of C and it is made up of oxygen. So what are the elements which is in CO2? What are the elements in CO2? See here. What are the elements? One is C and the other one is oxygen, isn't it? So it is made up of two elements. Which is that? One is C and the other is O. Is it understandable?
Yes.
So a compound, that is CO2, is made up of elements. One is carbon, other one is oxygen. Please, one of you start reading.
Molecule of compounds. Molecule of a compound contains atoms of two or more different types of elements.
Adjust your background. Someone is speaking at the background. Can you either change your place or adjust your mic so that you will not have any disturbance in the background? Just check if someone is speaking.
Ma'am, now it's okay.
Now it's okay.
Molecule of compounds. Molecule of compound contains atoms of two or more different types of elements. Molecules of some compounds. Compound combining elements, number of atoms of each elements.
We'll do one by
Water,
one. Okay, beta? We'll do one by
okay.
one.
Water H2O. Hydrogen, oxygen. Hydrogen and
No, no, not
oxygen.
that one. Two hydrogen, say like that.
Two
Two.
hydrogen, one oxygen.
Okay, now stop. Now, what is this written? Molecule of a compound. So it has got what? It has got atoms, maybe of two or more different types of elements. Do you understand?
Yes.
So if I talk about CO2, it is different type of elements. C is different and O is different, isn't it? So
Yes.
compound is made up of different types of elements, right? Now let's do examples. Water. First one we are taking it as water. Water, what is the formula of water beta? H2O. It is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. All of you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. So how many hydrogen it has got? How many hydrogen it has got beta?
Two hydrogen.
Two hydrogen. So how many hydrogen it has? Two. Right beta? How many oxygen it has?
One.
One.
One. So how many oxygen it has? One. So be with me so you will understand a lot. Is it clear? All of you
Yes.
understood beta? Fine. So let's
Yes,
take up
ma'am.
the second one. Do it. Second.
Ammonia NH3 nitrogen hydrogen. One nitrogen, three hydrogen.
Okay. Now, how many nitrogen it has? One. How many hydrogen it has got? Three. Can you
Three.
see this? One nitrogen, three hydrogen. Is it clear?
Yes. Ma'am.
So, three atoms of hydrogen and one atom of nitrogen. Let's take this next one.
Carbon dioxide.
What is carbon dioxide formula?
CO2.
What it is made up of?
Carbon oxygen.
How
One
much of
carbon,
how?
two oxygen.
Exactly. So, you can see one carbon. Can you see one carbon?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
how
ma'am.
many oxygen it has?
Two.
Two oxygen.
Two.
Is it clear? Okay. Let's take the other one.
Hydrochloric acid. Hydrogen chlorine. One
Chlorine.
hydrogen chlorine. One hydrogen, one chlorine.
So you can see over here, there's no subscript, it's only one, right Vita? So hydrogen is
Yes.
also one and chlorine is also one. So you, are you understanding while
Yes,
reading
ma'am.
Vita? Okay.
Yes,
Next.
ma'am.
Okay.
Nitric
Next. Nitric.
nit- nitric acid. Hydrogen,
No, no,
nitrogen,
no. First you have to read the formula.
nitric acid HNO3,
Okay.
hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen. One hydrogen, one nitrogen, and three oxygen.
Just magnify it. Now see. How many hydrogen?
One.
One. How
One,
many
One nitrogen.
nitrogen?
One.
one,
One.
And how
Oxygen
many
three.
oxygen? Three.
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 It becomes simple, isn't it, Vita?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's almost like atomicity that we have learned earlier. Remember atomicity? That is what
Yes.
we had learned earlier. Okay, fine. Now it's understood, no, beta? Now which is the
Yes.
last one?
Sulfuric acid H2SO4,
Hmm.
hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen.
Now you tell me how much is hydrogen?
Hydrogen two.
Two.
Sulfur one
Sulfur
and
one,
oxygen four.
oxygen.
Oxygen one. Oxygen
Oh,
four.
very good. So hydrogen 2, sulfur 1, oxygen 4. All of you understood?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Very
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
See, this is what you got. Purposely I removed it so that you will at least give me the answer. See, you were right. Two hydrogen, one sulfur, four oxygen. Now, is this things clear? Is this slide clear,
Yes, ma'am.
beta?
Yes.
Oh, all of you understood? Ninth standard? How many of them are there with the
Yes.
present
Yes.
in the class? How many are present
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
class?
Ma'am, total 14.
Total 14. Okay.
Means
All,
12
all of you are
students.
understanding? Fine. All of you are understanding
Yes, ma'am.
whatever we did just now?
Yes,
These are
ma'am.
all important things, beta. That's why I'm, trying to make you understand because this will go to 10th standard. If you understand this, then your 10th standard becomes easy for you. This is the
Yes,
fundamentals
ma'am.
of 10th standard, beta. So please pay attention. I need nothing else. I just need your attention. That's it. Is it clear, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
That's why I'm keeping on asking you again and again. Have you understood or not? Okay. Now, what is given over here? The given table illustrates some examples of molecules of compound. Now, we are going to see the ratios. What we saw in the last slide, the number
Element.
of atoms present in a molecule or a compound. The number of atoms present in a compound. Now, we are going to see the ratio. Okay? Let's
Yes,
see.
ma'am.
Water,
Hydrogen,
combining elements. Yeah, read it better. Let's do one by one.
water, combining elements hydrogen, oxygen, ratio of mass of atoms
Ratio
1,
by mass, beta. Read properly. Ratio by
ratio
mass
by
of
mass of
atoms
atoms 1
is
ratio
to
8,
8. 1 is to 8. Read it again.
1,
1
1
is
is
to
to
8.
8, 1
Very
is to
good.
8,
Very good.
ratio by number of atoms 2, 2 is to 1.
Just now, what we did in the last slide, we did this one. Beta. What we did in the last slide, beta?
Ratio by number of atoms.
You understood now? This is what we did in the last slide.
Yes,
The number of atoms. Like in water, 2 is hydrogen, 1 is oxygen. So what will be the ratio? Can you see this?
2 is to
2
1.
is to 1. It is already given. But now we are going to learn something extra, that is ratio by mass of atoms. Mass is the, what is mass? I hope you know. The almost, I will not say weight, it is not weight because weight has got the gravity, mass does not have the gravity, right? So mass is also like a density. It is a density, how much volume it has. That is actually the mass. So it is 1 is to 8. Okay. Now let's take
Yes.
up ammonia. So ammonia is made up of nitrogen and hydrogen. We know that. What is the ratio by mass of atoms? That is 14 is to 3. And ammonia is, I think you know that, NH3. What is the ratio, beta?
1 is to 3.
Got it? This is 1 and this is 3. Are you understanding what we are doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes? Okay. Then we come to carbon dioxide. What is carbon dioxide, beta?
carbon, oxygen.
CO2. Carbon oxygen, weight by mass, sorry, not weight by mass, ratio by mass, it is 3 is to 8. Whereas atomic, it is 1 is to 2. This is 1 and this is 2.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it clear?
Yes,
Now let's talk about carbon monoxide. Things are getting simpler or not, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Carbon monoxide. What is it? Is carbon? What is the formula of carbon monoxide, beta?
CO.
Three.
CO. CO. Right? So what is the
Yes.
ratio? 1 and
1 is
1.
to
What is
1.
the ratio? 1 is to 1. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Let's not take hydrogen peroxide. It is not in your syllabus, so we will not take it. Okay? Hello?
Okay, ma'am.
okay, ma'am.
Hydrogen peroxide is actually a bleaching agent. What it is called as?
Bleaching.
Bleaching agent. Now we'll see structure of some molecules. Read.
The model represents the linear structure of carbon dioxide CO2 molecule.
Okay. Now if I ask you a question, this is maths. Where did you read this linear structure? It is maths.
Linear means single.
Mhm. Linear equation. Have you heard of linear equation, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Two
So what does
angles
that mean?
on it.
It's in a straight line. Linear equation, straight line. Linear motion, motion in a straight line. Remember or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is straight. It is a straight thing. For example, see, can you see this? Straight from here to here. Straight line. Can you see this straight line?
Yes, ma'am.
This is linear.
Yes, ma'am.
It is a straight line. So any linear word if comes to your mind, beta, what words to struck? What words to strike at your head? It is straight line. Is it understandable?
Yes, ma'am.
Whether it's linear equation, whether it's linear motion, whether it's a linear model, which is going from left to right or right to left. That's it. So it's in a straight line. Okay, beta? So
Yes, ma'am.
now what we see over here, beta, which one is this one? C. What is C? 1, right, beta? And how
C1,
many oxygen we
O2.
have? 2. 1 and 2. So 2 oxygen and 1 C. And these are the bonds. What are these, beta? How they are united to each other? How they are? These are bonds. What are these? These are
Bonds.
bonds. And they have double bonds. How many bonds do they have? They have double
Double
bonds.
bond.
So one is this one, and the second one is this one. Okay? All of you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
is the structure of carbon dioxide. This is how it is formed. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So here's in the center you have the carbon atom. On the sides of the carbon atom we have the oxygen atoms. Clear? And it has got a double bond. And
Yes.
you know the double bond are very strong. Okay? Now you will see. I'm trying to show you, pictorially. So you will have an idea that how the compounds are formed, how the molecules are formed. Okay?
Yes.
Now the next molecule we are going to talk about is hydrochloric acid. What is that formula? HCl molecule. What is it, beta?
HCl
HCl
molecule.
molecule.
HCl.
Yes. This is how you can see. There are two atoms, hydrogen atom. Yes, beta? Hydrogen atom.
Yes.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
this is chlorine atom. Right, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And there is a bond. So you can see this.
Yes.
There is a bond. Can you see this bond, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
There's one bond, but this bond is known as covalent bond. Again, we will do this detailing in 10th standard. Do you understand why I've used
Okay, ma'am.
all these words
Yes,
so that
ma'am.
things become you already know it when your teacher teaches you in 10th standard, so you are aware of these terminologies. So it should not come to you as a shock. Oh, I've never heard of it. You have heard of it. Maybe you don't remember, but you have heard of it. And then it becomes easy for you because the word is known to you. You know that? So the things
Yes, ma'am.
starts simplifying itself. So there's this one covalent bond in between hydrogen and chlorine. Okay? And I have taught you in 8th standard, I think so, that these bonds are done by sharing. Remember? Sharing of what, beta? Sharing of electrons. Remember that? In the electronic configuration, do you remember electronic configuration? How many
No.
electrons are present in the outermost shell? Valency. I've taught you, beta, in 8th standard. No? Hello?
No.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Chlorine 2, 8, 7. Outer configuration has got 7 electrons. It has to make it itself complete 8. So it will have plus 1. So it will take 1 electron from others. Any idea or not? First tell me. Otherwise I will explain to you again.
No, ma'am. No idea.
No idea? Okay, does not matter. Just imagine this chlorine has got 17 electrons. That is atomic number is 17. 17. So the configuration of chlorine is 2, 8, 7. Right, beta? So what is the valency? is 1. That means outermost electrons, it needs only one electron to make its outermost shell complete.
Yes.
I'm just giving you an idea. You don't have to learn all these things. We will do the detailing in 10th standard. Some of the detailing I will be doing, I think, in the next chapter, maybe, most probably. Then the things become very easy. So this bond is actually the sharing of electrons. So this chlorine has got 2H7 and hydrogen has got one electron, right, beta? Yes. So this one electron will be shared by the chlorine to become 8. So its outermost shell is complete. So there is a sharing of electrons between chlorine and hydrogen to make a covalent bond. Is it understandable? Is it understandable? And this is a very strong bond. I repeat again, covalent bond is the strongest bond. Is it clear? There are types of bonds. Hydrogen bond, electrovalent bond, ionic bond, covalent bond. Out of these bonds, covalent bond is the strongest. Have you understood this much? You don't have to go in detail with it. I'm just showing you how the molecules are formed. Is it understandable? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Now we see
Yes,
nitrogen
ma'am.
molecule. Now we see nitrogen molecule. We saw two bonds, then we saw one bond. Now we are going to see three bonds. Is it clear with her? Triple bonds. So that was single bond, double bond. Now we see triple bonds. Okay, beta? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Very strong. Again, very strong. More the number of bonds, more the number of bonds, you cannot break it. You cannot separate it, beta. More the number of bonds, obviously, it is stuck. It's like glued. It's like magnetic effect. They are very close to each other. So you cannot separate it. So you get a triple bond in nitrogen. Is it clear? It's clear, beta?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And you know nitrogen is a gas? Yes, beta? So we
Yes,
saw
ma'am.
elements, we saw atoms, we saw compounds, we saw molecules. Now we are going to see ions. An ion is always either positive or negative. Have you heard of this? Have you seen your cell battery? It's showing plus and minus, and accordingly we have to put it in a torch to make it work. Have you observed that? See the cell, it has got plus and minus. Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So let's see what are ions. Please read. Start to read, Vita. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Yes, start to read, Vita.
An ion is a charged species in which an atom or a group of atoms possesses
Possess.
a net electric charge.
Okay. Then,
The net electric charge of an ion can either be positive or negative.
okay.
Positively, positively charged ions are called cations,
Cations. Cations.
and cations,
Cations.
cations, and negatively charged ions are called anions.
Very good, very good. So simple, isn't it, Vita? So what is an ion? It's a charged. For example, if I write Cl minus, Cl is chlorine. You are aware of it, Vita? What is Cl? It is chlorine. But when it becomes minus, it becomes chloride. What it becomes, Vita? Hello?
Chloride, chloride.
Chloride. Yeah, it becomes chloride ion. And if it is minus, that means what it is doing? It is taking. If it is minus, it is taking. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? And H plus. That means it is giving. Just saw HCl, formation of HCl bond. Didn't we see better? HCl, the bond formation. Cl is taking and H is giving to make a bond. Is it clear? So H plus means what? It is giving. Cl minus is what? It is taking. Do you understand? And what are they taking? Electrons. What are they taking, beta?
Electrons.
Electrons. To make the bond. Remember, to make the bond. Now, ion will always have either a positive charge or a negative charge. If it is positive, then it is cations. If it is negative, then it is known as anions. Is it
Anions.
understandable?
Yes, ma'am.
Positively charged, for example, I say hydrogen plus, what it is beta? Cations. Positive
Cations.
charge, yes. And if I'm talking about chloride ions, it is
Anions.
anions. This you have to learn better. Okay, I cannot guarantee that you will remember just now, just like that you will remember. No, because these are all new things to you. So please again go through the uploaded video. Please again go through your this book. I think I've given you the
Yes.
PDF. Have I given the PDF of this chapter, beta? I think I've given you the PDF of this chapter. Hello, hello. Have you gone through the PDF of this chapter, beta?
No,
So
ma'am.
please go to the topic. I think I've given you already. Please go through the topic, what we are doing right now, so that things become easy for you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So is it understandable of all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Ions, positive ions, which are known as cations, negative ions, which are known as anions. Why they become positive? Because they are giving. Why they become negative? Because they are accepting. And what are they giving and accepting? Electrons. Is it understandable? And why are they doing this? To
Yes.
make a bond, to form a bond. They do it to form a bond. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So they remain close. They become a compound. They become a molecule. If the bond is not there, they cannot make a molecule. You understand or not? So we get molecules, we get compounds just due to the formation of bond. Otherwise, it is not possible. Things are clear to you, ninth standard?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. If you still have any problem, let me know better. Can you read it or should I read it better? Because the font is very small. Should I or will you read better? You try if you can. Hello?
Molecules that are the compound of metals and non-metals
No, that are composed. Better molecules
composed
that are composed.
molecules that
Molecules cannot be compound. Listen, listen. Molecules cannot be compound. Compound are made up of molecules. Molecules are not made up of compounds. Okay, understood or not?
yes
Okay. So molecules that are composed of, that are
mole-
made of
molecules that are composed of metals and non-metals contain the charged species. For example,
species.
for example, potassium
Potassium
chlor-
chloride,
potassium
chloride,
chloride (KCl)
KCl.
consists of K ion cation,
K plus beta, it is K plus ion,
K plus ion cation, and
cation,
Cl plus
Cl
Cl
minus,
minus ion anion.
anion,
Similar to the molecules, an ion can be monatomic,
monoatomic,
monoatomic, diatomic, tetraatomic, tetraatomic,
etc.,
etc.
etc.
Loads may consist of a single
Ions, ions.
Ions may consist of a single charged atom or a group of atoms that have a net charge over them. A group of atoms carrying a charge are known as poly- polyatomic ions.
Polyatomic ions. Read it again. Poly.
Polyatomic ions.
Thank you. Now we'll talk about certain molecules that are composed of metals and non-metals contain charged species. Hello. Please mute your mic. For example, let's talk about potassium chloride. Potassium is a metal, chloride is a non-metal. Agree? K is a metal and Cl is a non-metal. Agree or not, beta? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Okay, fine. Whereas the metallic point is K plus ion, which is known as cation. Please ask this boy to put mute his mic, beta, if possible. Because I don't know who is it. Then Cl minus ion is anion. Is this clear? Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you understood? The metallic, that is potassium ion plus ion, is cation, and the non-metallic, that is Cl minus ion, is anion. Now we have seen that it is made up of, molecules are made up of one atom or two atoms or three atoms. Similarly, ions are also made up of, it could be monoatomic, it could be diatomic, or it could be tetraatomic. That is, mono is one, di is two, and tetra is four. So ions can have a single charged atom or a group of atoms with a charge. Okay, it could be plus or it could be minus. If there are group of atoms, many atoms, then it becomes polyatomic ions. What it becomes, beta? Polyatomic ions. Let's see. Now you'll see some ions along with the symbols, and let's see the atomicity. First we'll take cation and then anion. Why have we taken like this, beta? The first one, can you read it, beta? The first one is aluminum bromide. See, it is aluminum, it is bromide. Do you understand? So both are together. Aluminum symbol is Al, bromide symbol is Br. But we already know that both the molecule is made up of cation as well as anion. You understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So Al3 plus it becomes. Can you see this plus? And this is minus, Br minus. Is it understandable?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Read with them.
Aluminium
Symbol Al3 plus
involve Al3 plus mon mon
atomic,
monoatomic
monoatomic,
monoatomic F
bromide,
um,
bromide,
chromite
Br minus,
Br minus
monoatomic.
monoatomic calcium.
Understood now? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Calcium involves Ca2 plus monoatomic chloride C,
Cl
Ci
minus,
minus
Cl minus, Cl minus beta,
Cl minus
monoatomic.
monoatomic. Oh,
Cuprous ion,
copious ion C, Cu plus monoatomic
chloride,
chloride F
F
minus
minus,
monoatomic.
Good. Cupric ion.
Cubic, cubic iron Cu2 plus
Yes.
monoatomic. Hy-
Hydride.
hydride H
H
minus
minus.
monoatomic.
Have you understood this much, all of you? See, what is it? This is aluminum bromide. This is aluminum bromide. This is calcium chloride, cuprous fluoride, cupric hydride. Have you understood? Have you understood, beta?
Yes.
This is how with the ions you can say all of them are monoatomic. What are they, beta? The cations are also monoatomic and anions are also monoatomic.
Monoatomic.
Did you understand what are we doing? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
More detailing. Read better.
Can I read?
Yes, better. You can.
Ions. Compounds containing metal and nonmetal elements contain charged particles called ions. An ion is a charged particle having positive or negative charge. A positively charged ion is called cation, and a
Cation.
negative.
Beta, I think I've already talked to or already.
Cations.
Yes,
Cations.
isn't it
Cations.
cations? When I'm giving an information to any of you, what do I expect? That all of you, I don't have to repeat it again. Yes, Moinuddin? So I need attention from all of you. Is it clear? If I'm cutting you short or if I'm trying to explain certain things to you, it is meant for the whole class. Now you are in ninth standard, so I should not be doing the same what I do in seventh standard, beta. So if once I correct someone, it is meant for the whole class. Am I clear, Moinuddin? Hello, Moinuddin?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear? What did I say just now?
Yes.
Okay, so you have to be very careful, beta. Now, because you are in ninth standard, that's what I'm saying. Yes, beta. Can continue. Cation. One is cation, positively charged. What is the second one?
And a negatively charged ion is called
No,
anion.
beta. Let him continue. Let Moinuddin continue. Thank you.
And negatively charged ion is called anion.
Anion, not onion. It is anion. Say anion.
Anion. Anion.
Now, I think I talked about valency just now. What is valency? Is the combining capacity of an element. What is the meaning of combining capacity, beta? Yes or no? What is the combining capacity? It is forming a bond. That is the combining capacity. And what
Bond
makes the bond? What makes the bond, beta?
element
What makes the bond?
electron.
Have you
Electron.
see how I'm getting into it now? You understood how we are,
Yes, ma'am.
taking things. Let's not go in detail. Let's make it smart. This, and over. Is it clear? So I'm giving you tips. Let's not be confused. Bonds means sharing of electrons. Bonds means is something which is making a
Yes,
molecule.
ma'am.
It's very stable. Remember that. And where it's how is it formed? By the valency. And what is the valency, beta? It is the electrons